Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that remote. We got a great show here. I have a celebrity here. This celebrity, this guest that I have today, he covers everything. I mean, you hear of guys that all seasons. He's for all reasons. Former sports writer. You want to talk about food? He knows all about food, especially Italian food, you know. If you want to talk a little bit of politics, he'll do it. But he's like a fighter. He's in a neutral corner, and he throws a left here and a right there. But he covers it like the dew. So I can talk to him about so many things. And he's like a walking encyclopedia. Did I say is that right? Yeah. Did I write it? Okay. My guest, Tony Leodora. Leodora sounds like Italian music, you know, like the waves. Okay, Tony, welcome to Hank Cisco Show. You know, I had made a lot of contacts to get a hold of you to come here today. So thanks. Now you got a lot. You have breaking news.
A lot.
Tell me what this is. You got to break it, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Something good. Something good. Good.
Breaking news is that this is the first time I've talked to Hank in over a year and a half because I didn't want to interrupt him.
Go ahead.
No, Hank, great to be back with you on the Hank Cisco Show, and it's great to be here and talking about some of the things going on in Montgomery County.
Right.
And I guess the big news is this week we kick off the golf season with the annual kickoff party for the Montgomery County Amateur Championship, which will
the
take
Amateur
place,
Championship.
Yeah, that'll take place in July, but we kick off the season on Saturday, April 8th.
April 8th.
With our big kickoff party that we do at the Empress Room in Bluebell.
That's St. Helena's.
Right at St. Helena's Church, right on Route 202.
Right.
Elegant room.
Great.
Beautiful, beautiful room. We'll have hundreds of people there. We'll have 13 or 14 restaurants there with our Taste of Montgomery County.
Ah, good.
We'll have the Where's Pete band, the #1 party band in the entire Delaware Valley.
What's it called?
Where's Pete? 10-piece horn band that has, I mean, they play everything from R&B to rock and roll to dance music. They'll be great, and they'll have a number of very special guest singers with them that night.
How about me? Hey, go body, si wassanati, si sono. No?
Well, we won't get into that one.
Well, my union won't allow me, the Soviet Union.
That's right. That's right. Well, so it's a wonderful way to kick off the season. It's open to the public. Tickets are available by calling our office during the week, 610-279-9220.
That's for the show, for the 8th?
That's for the 8th at the Empress Room in Bluebell. You can buy tickets at the door also, but you can't reserve a table at the door. So if you want to reserve a table, call the office early and get your tickets. Yeah. We'll be able to take care of that for you. Put your name on the table so you have a place to sit. Yeah. The place gets very, very full.
Yeah,
dance
nice
floor,
crowd.
everything.
You expect a good crowd, right?
Absolutely. We get 400 or 500 people coming in and out throughout the night, and it's really a wonderful way to kick it off.
Now
but the big news is that night.
Go ahead.
And we're going to announce it right here. We name the new scholarship winners for the year. We give scholarships to the winners of the junior boys
different
and
categories?
Girls. Well, the ones who win the golf tournament each year win scholarships, but then all of the kids send in their resume, and based on academics, sportsmanship, service to the community, they win the Harry Mirabile Memorial Scholarship.
Okay.
And this year's 2 winners, a boy and a girl. Caitlin Mahan from Mount St. Joseph's Academy, and Greg Welsh, who is now a freshman at Villanova University. And this is actually Greg's second. He won one before, but he's getting a continuing education one because he just finished up his freshman year, 4.0 average at Villanova.
Wow. All right, good. So
Very,
it's
very
more
strong.
than just hitting the ball.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Right.
Although in Caitlin's case, she also was the girls' junior championship last year, so she can play golf, and she's smart, and she's also talented.
She's going to sing?
In her resume, she sent a clip singing at Mount St. Joseph's in their show.
Oh, my gosh.
She did such a great job. I asked her if she'd like to perform with the Where's Pete band. We've done this in the past with a bunch of other kids. She's going to sing that night.
You mean a golfer that can sing on a golf course, got all that fresh air, you can sing out there?
She
Oh, my
follows.
God.
She
You
follows
don't have
in
any
the-
singing
yeah.
golfers?
Well, we have one.
They got a lot of crying golfers.
We have one singing golfer,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and I'll be
That's
singing.
another thing. He's also sings, and he's an inspirational speaker. He spoke at the Columbus Monument, Columbus Day celebration that Pat Mascara sponsors, and as a result of it, you got different organizations that call him and want him to speak. So he'll tell you, well, what do you want me to talk about? And he can hit it. Great. So not too
Thanks,
many
Hank.
guys around that can do that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll be doing our little Sinatra singing throughout the summer. We're booking the nights
Yeah.
now at a lot of different golf courses and restaurants throughout the area. So
Yeah,
go to
good.
singinggolfer.com. You can see where we're going to be
All right, now
performing.
you got something else going on. I want to jump over. Can you want to mention something about this?
Well, this is the party on we were talking about on April 8th at the Empress
Room.
But the big thing is the Montgomery County Amateur Championship. 16 years of identifying the best golfers in the county in different categories. We have the Junior Championship for boys and girls. We have the Open Championship, which is just flat out the best golfer. We have the Women's Championship. We have the Senior Championship.
All right.
And then we also have the Super Senior Championship. That's the one you could play in, Rock.
Right. I don't. I mean, when I was in the Army, I played a little golf, but I
Trust
couldn't
me.
get that swing.
But-
But actually, when you are throwing a right hand, it's almost the same as golf. You bring the body around. Same thing. Throwing a right hand. If you're throwing a right hand, the body goes around with it. And the same thing with golf. The whole body goes with it. I'd have to stand up to do that. And also, baseball. It's the same thing. The whole body goes around with it. So, throwing a punch, hitting golf, but lesson, maybe some good, a lot of boxers like Sugar Ray Robinson and different guys. They used to play golf a lot,
Joe Lewis was a great
Joe
boxer.
Lewis, yeah.
Great
right.
boxer. He played in one of the national professional championships. in
Trouble is they
Chicago
used to
years
cheat
ago.
him on the scores, that's all, Joe Lewis was a nice guy, but they used to cheat him,
Yeah.
And
So
Frank
anyway,
Sinatra used to take care of him,
No,
yeah.
so we're talking about the county amateur. Anybody who wants to play in it. There's also a handicap division for those who are not the accomplished level, but they can play in a handicap division. That's also available. Just go to montcoamateur.com. That's our website, montcoamateur.com, and you can find out all about the tournament. You can register, and it's July 21st is the junior championship. July 22nd, 23rd is the regular championships and the handicap championships. We'll be playing at Westover Center Square, and then the main championships will be at Ravensclaw Golf Club.
Where's
and
that
then
at?
That's in Limerick. And then Lulu Country Club
That's
will
over
be the
in
final
White Marsh?
round. It's actually toward Glenside.
Glenside.
Yeah, North Hills on the eastern part of
Oh,
the county.
yeah. I'm thinking of Lulu, the thing here on
The Lulu Shriners.
Butler Pike.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's
where they have the rodeo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. So, tell me about you now. I want something about you. You were a sports writer for the Times Herald, right?
Sports editor for the Times Herald.
And you write a
15 years.
column at the Times Herald every Monday. The column, and you never know what you're going to talk about, right?
Well, when they asked me to come back, I said, geez, I
Staying husky.
yeah, I said, I don't really have time to write a column anymore like I used to,
Yeah.
4 times a week. He said, no, we just want it once a week. I said, okay. And then I thought about it and I said, well, I don't follow sports like I used to. They said, we don't want a sports column. We want it to be on anything sort of like life in suburban Philadelphia. If you would just write a column on life in suburban Philadelphia, it appears on the living. I said, you want me, you're going to allow me to write on anything I want in the world? They said, yeah. I said, I'm in. So that's been about 5 years now.
I don't miss it. I miss it. Every time, it keeps up. All right, I got questions from the audience. Joe Bookwright is up there. He's always got a question here. And he read it. What is it?
All right. Is the party celebrating your birthday as well?
Ah, yeah.
All right, they threw one in on me there. That's pretty good. So years ago when we started...
You're 50 years old.
Well, it's my annual 50th birthday.
Well, how many birthdays you get?
Well, I stopped at 50, so we just celebrate the 50th every year. Years ago, when I turned 50, my family wanted to throw a party for me. I wasn't crazy about the fact that I was turning 50. I was grouchy. I said, I don't want a party. Well, a few years after, I said, I missed out on a pretty good party. So when we started this, we needed a theme. I said, well,
that's great.
We'll make it my annual 50th birthday party. So that's part of the celebration. It's a little joke on the side there, but it caught on and people have laughed about it.
There's a little bit in your heart that you want to do something for the community, and that's what you're doing there. So that's really good. Now I got another here. That guy keeps on asking questions up there. All right, here. Let me get this here one. Boy, they're really...
this
they're
is
coming after you.
They used to give the questions to Johnny Carson.
Yeah, this Jack.
What will happen at the party? Okay, as I said, we have 13 or 14 restaurants there, Taste of Montgomery County. I mean, some of the great restaurants in the county, like Redstone and Guppy's and Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza, and some of the great food purveyors like Corporal's Bakery.
Are they donating to
Butch Venezia? They'll all set up stands all around there, and you'll be able to go around the room and taste all of the food. It's absolutely terrific. The food, Cesano's.
What's
with
the
his
cost?
roast pork. It's only $15 a person.
$15? Oh, no.
Well, we want everybody to be able to come and have a good time.
That's
have
good.
a good time. And that includes, as I say, the band. There'll be a silent auction.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of great prizes. You can go away to Atlantic City.
Well
for the
organized,
weekend.
right?
Terrific.
All right. Here's one here that hits the touch hearts. How do you hope this award will help the kids in the community?
Well, Rock, you've had such a long history with kids. I took a page from your book. When I first met you, I saw what you did and realized that if you show faith in kids, they'll gain faith in themselves too. And that confidence then drives them. So when we started the scholarship program, both for the kids who won the championship and the kids who, through academics, win an additional scholarship, we saw right away that there was a light that lit on some of these kids. And they'd write to us after that. We had one particular kid. He was a son of a policeman. He went away he was a very quiet kid, but he went to Coastal Carolina University in Myrtle Beach, became their #1 student in the whole class in their professional golf management. Also was the #1 volunteer for the Hootie and the Blowfish Monday after the Masters Bash, the largest charity tournament in the country, helped out with them. And the organizers of the whole thing got a hold of me and said, this kid's unbelievable. And he went on to it. Now he's in a great career in business. And we've seen this over and over again. As I say, 46th scholarship winner will be honoring that night at the party. And every single one of those kids, every time I read their resumes, I say, how come we're not voting for them?
They send a resume in?
They send the resume all about what they've accomplished, what they do, their grades,
school.
everything, yes. And
in community.
And the service to the community, that's the big part of it. And they're terrific. They are really, really
That's great.
very good. And they have gone on to all kinds of jobs. We have one who's now an assistant district attorney in the Bronx. We have other ones who are moving up the ladder in the golf industry. That have chosen to work in that industry. Terrific kids. Absolutely.
Who are some of the celebrities you invited?
Well, we're going to have singers who are going to be singing along with the Where's Pete band, a famous husband and wife
Wait,
couple.
do you bring your old bottle?
No, they have a bar there.
Huh? Oh, they have a bar
They
there.
have
Oh,
ca-
okay.
Cash bar
okay.
there. But the husband and wife couple who comes and sings in this every year are very well
Oh,
known
yeah,
in the
I
area.
heard them.
Andy
They came
Petrozelli
to
and
the,
Cheryl
They came to
Petrozelli.
the, what was it, the Seven Fishes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They did. They're terrific singers. They sang for many years for the Norris Tones, and now
Yeah.
they sing for an a cappella group called
Are they still
A
around?
Perfect Blend. Yes. They're
Tell them
with-
get
they're with
on my show here.
I will tell them that, and believe me, they're doing a great. Their new band, Perfect Blend,
I'd like to get them on my show.
phenomenal.
All right.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I got the lady up there with that there, the pink dress. Here, she's asking the question.
How are the champions chosen? Well, they're not chosen. They win.
What's that?
The champions are not chosen. They win by the lowest
Oh, they're
scores.
by-
and
oh, the
playing
score.
county out. Yeah, it's
You got that?
It's a championship amateur
Yeah,
event.
she most likely not a golfer, okay? Maybe you come to the gymnasium, I'll teach you how to box. that's my thing, okay? Now, you write a column once a week. What do you do? You'll go to a dinner, you go to meet some friends, you watch TV, and all of a sudden you come up and you want to hit. You want to put your opinion in it without calling anybody any names or anything. Why do you do that? Well, what inspires you to do it? I don't know how to.
I had good
Put it.
training. I had good training. When I started in the business, I worked for the most famous sports writer ever to come out of this area, Red McCarthy.
Oh yeah.
Red
Great.
was a sports editor for 42 years at the Times Herald.
Great guy.
He was he was my mentor, and he told me in the beginning, sports isn't about the scores. Sports is about people.
Right.
Get inside the people's heads, talk about them. You'll have interesting stories to tell. So he inspired me to become a storyteller.
Right.
And that's what it is. So
right, yeah.
as I go through life, as I walk through my daily job, as I go around Montgomery County in the Philadelphia area, I mean, to me, I don't see just people going to the store or doing. I see stories walking around, stories of life.
Yeah, yeah.
And those people are the ones that I look to, and they inspire the different stories. Sometimes it's just crazy ideas.
Well, I know you do a lot of Toastmaster, I guess you call it, MCs, and you were the MC for the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, and I was one of the guys that got the award, and you have a technique on introducing somebody. You had to give loosen up the crowd.
You were the easiest one I ever had to introduce. All
Yeah.
I did, I opened the barn door, the horse got out, and that was it.
But,
I had to make sure I got him back to the corral a little later.
It's great. It's the first time I ever got a standing ovation, and I said at the very end, I says, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. How is it? I said that amici è come macaroni, un sono gauro, un sono buono. And in English, pasta, right? Friends are like macaroni. If they aren't warm, they're not good. You are warm friends. And I got a standing ovation. Everybody's clapping. I didn't have no spaghetti to pass out,
Yeah, really.
But you did a good job on bringing that together. There was 9 people there, and you controlled it, And then you were the speaker at the Columbus Monument. You come over to the Campagna, and so these are all the things that you have a technique that are able to get, just like you said, you get into the people's mind and see what they have to say or what they're trying to say.
Well, we have another one coming up next week, too.
What's that?
The MSS Club has
Oh,
their annual
the
Brajol night.
Brush Shuley.
Yeah, so that is that's on the 6th,
Oh.
April 6th.
April
And that'll be
6th.
at the Presidential Caterers.
Yeah.
And their
That's
person that
presidential.
the person they're honoring this year, Bob Butera.
Oh, yeah.
Norristown's own Bob Butera.
Yeah.
a great politician, also a great executive with the Philadelphia Flyers, the New Jersey Devils. You know,
Well,
terrific.
are you emceeing?
Yeah, no.
Well, I got news for you.
I'm one of the roasters.
I had Charlie Tonetti here,
He'll be
and Richard Katniss,
Right.
the financial secretary and the president. And they asked me if I would say a couple words, so I'm going to be there.
Very good.
So, but they said 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes. I said, well, I won't even take that long, but I have a couple stories to tell about
Bob?
Butera. Oh my God, yeah, it's great, you know. Now, all right. Oh boy, here's somebody over this guy over there with the blue shirt. What are some of your favorite stories from your column? Now,
Well,
it's starting to hit you.
I can't give all of them because I'm collecting them for a book that'll probably be out next year.
Yeah.
The best, collection of the best column stories. I always go back to one of the very first ones with people's names because it gave me an opportunity to make fun of one of my sisters.
Well, what do you mean, names?
Well-
People change their names?
Yeah, I mean, well, not all people do.
No.
Guys don't. Tony is spelled one way, Tony. Hank is spelled one way, Hank.
Okay.
When you get to the other side, with women, spell Kathleen. There's about 14 different spellings of it. They just do that to keep you a little bit,
Yeah,
off
well, the
base.
women's always keep you guessing. Yeah.
So in this particular case, my sister Diane, Diane, went off to college. She came back, Dyan. And we had to all change everything. It was she had changed her name because she just wanted to be different. I was hoping that she would also be a different person. She wasn't. She was still the same pain in the neck little sister that
Oh, yeah.
I knew before. So I got a big kick out of that.
Oh,
and
change.
when we told all those stories. So that was one of the very first funniest columns that I did. But over the years, there have been, many more serious ones where we talk about some of the problems in American society,
Yeah.
some of the things that go along. I also wrote a column all about the traditions of the 7 fishes on Christmas
Oh, yeah.
Eve.
Yeah, that's great,
And
like the 7
we went
sacraments.
we went through the whole story of it and the tradition of it, how it exactly is and why there's 7 fishes. And at the end of the thing, I unlocked the key to the whole story of it, saying that there's so many theories about why 7 fishes,
Yeah.
why 7. I said, and all the theories that people read are wrong. It's a very simple one. The reason there are 7 fishes because of the apostles, 7 were fishermen.
Oh,
What a revelation, right?
Makes sake.
I completely made it up.
Everything's 7. 7 days in a week?
But you hear me? I made that up.
Oh.
But it was such a great story that even Monsignor San Germano at
Oh, yeah.
Holy Saint, he believed it. He said, "Oh," I said, "I made it up."
Everybody can make their own story.
Well, it's a great story. You can tell it any time. You can use that one.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, the 7 fishes is good. You have your shrimp, whatever. You got flounder. You got spaghetti with clam sauce. You got bacalhau. It's like a codfish. And then you got
Calamari.
calamari, and then you got the crab cake, so the 7 fishes. So you don't have to be Catholic, you come to
No.
7 fishes, and we have it. And
No,
the
but you're making
Italian
me hungry.
heritage.
You're making me hungry. Do we have lunch set up here after? I'm hungry now.
Yeah. All right. Now, you covered a lot of celebrity football and baseball players. All right. Now, is there any one that you got close to, that got to know that something about them, that Chuck Bednarik maybe?
Well, of course, being from Norristown, the closest was Tommy Lasorda. There's no
Yeah.
question. And talking about telling a million stories, not only can I tell you a million stories about him, I even know all his jokes he uses in all of his in all of his speeches.
Everybody tells us, yeah.
But the guy that the second you said that came to mind, and I was really lucky to get close to him. It wasn't baseball or football, and I think of him because we just lost him last September. Was Arnold Palmer.
Oh, yeah.
Arnold Palmer, I was real lucky. I mean, I had met him a number of times in the press room situation, a press conference.
Yeah.
But then when he came to Montgomery County to build golf courses, his first golf course he ever built in the whole state of Pennsylvania was Commonwealth National in Horsham. Then right after that, he built Bluebell Country Club. And when he was building those courses, I would go out working with the Hanson family who hired him, spend a day, chronicle what he was doing those days, what he did as they were transforming it from a field or a forest or whatever into a golf course. And we spent many, many days together. We actually developed a nice friendship. We continued many times. I went out to his house in Latrobe and to his office at Latrobe Country Club. We did videos for the television show, for many interviews for my radio show. And then a few years ago, while he was still pretty spry, one day we did a video we did television shoot at his office. It was in June.
Right.
It was a day from heaven. He looked at me and he said, "Tone, it's much too beautiful of a day to waste working.
Yeah.
What do you say we go out and play golf?"
No kidding. And
I was speechless. You know what he looked at me
isn't that
being
wonderful?
speechless. You know what he said? "What's the matter? You don't want to play golf with an old guy?" And we went out and
Well, that
played
was
Latrobe
great,
Country
you
Club.
know.
What a
Well,
memory.
you know, the half hour's over, but we got to mention two people. George Fazio, right? And you wrote a column about him, but I want to tell you about, he used to live on Chestnut Street down there, second house from Arch Street, and they had a pump with spring water. We used to go there and get water, you know, and
George
all
Fazio,
the
great-
brothers, you know, and
great
then
player.
we can't forget Tommy Lasorda.
Well,
Short, give me 20 seconds. Tommy Lasorda.
oh my
One of the
gosh.
greatest things.
He was always so great to come back so many times and do the many banquets and
Right.
get roasted so
And
many times at Westover.
Sign autographs.
Well, I just thought of him last week. I wrote in the column after Dallas Green died, the manager of the Phillies.
Yeah.
When
Oh.
Dallas Green came back one year to honor Bobby Wine,
Yeah. Great guy.
he said to this full room, he said, "I can't believe this many people are here and Tommy Lasorda's not. I didn't think you were allowed to have a banquet in this town without him." And then Tommy came on, he was on a video.
All right, here we go. All right, tell us that on the 8th, right?
April 8th, the Empress Room, Bluebell.
All
Come on
right.
out, 6 o'clock.
The half hour is over. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your house and your living room, the kitchen, the bacals, whatever, you know. All right, so my good friend here, Tony Leodora, Wayne, 147 pounds from Norristown, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and may God bless each and every one. All right, keep bobbing and weaving, slip and slide, left hand high, jab, and keep your trunks off the canvas. Okay, thank you. Okay,
All right,
adios,
Mark.
amigo.
Thank you.
A salud. To your health. Yeah.
All right.
That was rock.
Great, great. So I'll leave this with you. Come by that
Yeah,
night.
yeah.